Hi, boys and girls. I'm making this video because I just don't want you guys to forget that you should be writing all your books down on your October reading log. It's not due till the end of the month. The end of the month is October 31st, and that's a Saturday, so you can turn it in on Friday or Monday or, the following week. I always give you guys a few days, even if it's, the first week in November. But then I like to have them so I can give all the awards out. And I do want to say that I apologize. I didn't get those Pizza Hut things to you. I have not heard back from them. I don't know. They were supposed to send me the digital version of the little Pizza Hut certificates. But if I end up not getting them, the important thing is the reading, filling these up. The kids get an award. If we get back to school, I can find something to give them. And then also, if they turn them all in at the end of the year, then they get the nice reading medal. So I'm wearing the reading medal just to remind you guys, okay? So when you do your reading, number one, you get a little reward. You're going to get the award. You'll get this at the end of the year, okay, if you turn in all your reading logs. But the best reward is you're just going to learn how to read, right? The more practice, the better reader you are. And another reminder is you should have a book box and you should be putting all your books in there. I was going to count these and I forgot again, but look, I have the N books from last week in there. We're making the H books, our new letter. I've got the orange book. This week we're doing black. I've got the purple book, the A books. I've got all my shape books. I've got the apple books. I am going to count these and then I'll let you know how many I have. I have Clifford's Manners. So you should have a box with all the little books that you've made at home and that you've colored. Also, any of the assignments that I've assigned on Seesaw, these are our Nat Geo books that we've read so far. There's quite a few. We started out with a super easy one. That was and then we read Man in the Moon. And then we read My Sister and practiced the sight word M. And we read C, practice the sight word C. The next week we did The Picnic and our sight word was the. The next week was Look, sight word was look, right? Okay, and then we read Clap, 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 and the sight word is, I gotta take a peek there, I, that's what it was. All right, and then we did Tap, Nan, Tap. This is the one that we did, the last book that we did, and the sight word was this. So if you've kept up with all those books, I bet you're reading really, really good. So you can find these on Seesaw, okay, on the activity page. Even if I might have assigned them a few weeks ago, but you can always scroll up and find those and you can read them again. The books build. They start out super easy and each book gets a little bit harder and a little bit harder. And you guys, I'm sure you've noticed that the last one was actually, it's a combination of the sight words we've learned and the CVC words that we're working on. Right now, we're still working on short A words. But if you don't keep up with them, all of a sudden, you're going to have a whole bunch of kids reading and then a whole bunch of kids that are not reading because they're not doing the books, okay? I know you guys have other books at home too, right? And then any books you get at the library, books you have at home, anything counts, right? So you should be hopefully reading 2 or 3 books every single day. I've told this story before, but when my kids were little, every night I read them books before we went to bed. It's a great bedtime routine. It kind of makes you wind down. You know it's bedtime. You know it's time for sleep, but you get to enjoy a little story before you go to bed. Write it down. Don't forget, if you read the book more than once, write it down. You might be reading Halloween books now, and maybe you're reading the same book over and over. You can write it more than once, right? So it shouldn't be hard to fill this up. And then you're going to send me a copy at the end of the month. You're going to send me a copy, as in take a picture, put it on your Seesaw page. Okay, that's just a little reminder. So this is an assignment today to try to do some reading. It's kind of an assignment every day, but I think sometimes I need to remind you, okay? All right, good job. Happy reading.